The Apostolic Era Context. The Book of Revelation was written during a period of intense persecution of early Christians, particularly under Roman rule. By the time the book was composed, likely around 95-96 AD, most of the original apostles had either been martyred or had died. The apostles, who were eyewitnesses to Jesus' life, death and resurrection, had spread the message of the gospel far and wide, often facing opposition, trials, and suffering for their faith. The persecution of the early church. Christianity was seen as a threat to Roman authority, particularly because Christians refused to participate in emperor worship, a practice that was politically important to the Roman Empire. This led to widespread persecution. Under Emperor Nero, 5468 AD, and later under Emperor Domitian, 8196 AD, Christians were scapegoated, tortured, and killed for their refusal to worship Roman gods. The death of the apostles. By the time John wrote Revelation, many of the apostles had already been martyred. Peter was crucified, likely during Nero's persecution. Paul was beheaded in Rome. James, the son of Zebedee, was executed by Herod. Other apostles, like Thomas and Bartholomew, also met violent deaths as they spread the gospel in foreign lands. John's exile on Patmos. John, one of the last surviving apostles, was exiled to the island of Patmos under Emperor Domitian. Tradition holds that John was sent to Patmos after a failed attempt to execute him. It was here, during his time of exile, that John received the visions recorded in Revelation. This isolation and suffering reflected the broader experience of Christians who were awaiting deliverance and the fulfillment of God's promises amidst persecution. The apostolic mission in decline. With the death of the apostles, the church was entering a new phase. The first generation of Christian leaders who had walked with Jesus was nearly gone. The church now relied on the written word and the teachings passed down by these apostles. The early Christians, who faced increasing opposition and persecution, needed reassurance, hope, and guidance for the future. The Book of Revelation was part of this divine response, a prophetic vision providing encouragement and a glimpse of the ultimate victory of Christ over all evil. This context helps set the stage for the visions John would receive in Revelation, a series of apocalyptic images meant to both warn and comfort a church enduring hardship. It is a message not just of future events, but of Christ's ultimate reign and the hope that believers can hold on to in the midst of trials.